Hello and welcome. The northeastern provinces of our country are an assortment of attractive milieu of dazzling green valleys, mighty water bodies, gurgling cascades that flow from the crevices of blue mountains and pearly white peaks of gigantic hills. Besides a diverse flora and fauna and a host of the most charming people, the Northeast has always remained an ideal destination of mesmerizing attraction for tourists from all over the world, looking for peace and tranquility amidst the serenity of nature. Enchanting Northeast will showcase the splendid beauty of many tourist spots of the states of Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya and Mizoram. In the very first episode on Assam, let's embark on an euphoric journey into this charming land of Northeast.
The word Assam is derived from the Sanskrit word Ashoma, meaning peerless. The land of Assam is in fact peerless, judging by her picturesque beauty, rarest flora and fauna, lofty green hills, vast rolling plains and mighty waterways. Assam has a rich legacy of culture and civilization behind her, home to different human races, Austric, Mongolian, Dravidian and Aryan, who came to dwell in this land at different points of time. Assam has developed a composite culture of variegated color. Assam, the gateway to the northeast, is surrounded by Bhutan and Arunachal Pradesh on the north, Nagaland and Manipur on the east, Meghalaya and Mizoram on the south, and Bangladesh, Tripura and West Bengal on the west. A narrow strip of sub-mountainous region of the Himalayas connects Assam to the Indian mainland. The state is dominated by the mighty Brahmaputra, one of the greatest rivers of the world, which is approximately 2,900 kilometers long, and this land not only has fertile alluvial plains for growing rice, but is also famous for tea. Nature has ungrudgingly blessed Assam with an abundance of scenic grandeur, exotic flora and fauna, and a wealth of rare and near-extinct wildlife. It also forms part of a global biodiversity hotspot. Straddling either banks of the Brahmaputra, Guwahati, said to be the legendary Pragjyotishpur or city of eastern light, is a bustling, busy and crowded city of this land of Assam. The sprawling city of Guwahati has numerous sites of fabulous beauty in store for the desirous traveler. Well connected with the rest of the country and abroad, the state wholeheartedly welcomes tourists from all corners. With comfortable and budget-friendly accommodation facilities. Apart from plenty of tourist attractions like the famous Kamakshya temple, the Bashishta temple, the Srimanto Shankaradev Kalakshetra, The Guwahati Planetarium. The Assam State Museum. Guwahati offers a lot for the tourists visiting this capital city of Assam. There are other beautiful spots of tourist attraction in faraway towns like Tezpur and Shivsagar, etc. With facilities for shopping in the busy fancy market area in Guwahati, or in exclusive shopping malls. Besides facilities for cruise on river Brahmaputra, tourists would no doubt find this stopover to Northeast a place of experiencing recluse.
Although the larger group of Assamese people is a conglomeration of different ethnic groups having in distinct their culture, trade and tradition, yet this significance of unity in diversity is well reflected as one traverses from one end of Assam to another. So, let's go and meet these wonderful people of the state.
The ethnic origin of the Assamese varies from Mongoloid tribes to those directly of Indian stock. Broadly, the inhabitants of Assam can be divided into three categories: the tribal population, the non-tribal, and the scheduled castes. This group of the Assamese people as a whole, including the Boros, the Miris, the Deuris, the Rabhas, the Ahoms, the Kayasthas, and many more, have different cultures of their own, which is very well reflected in their dresses, their trade and tradition, and their cultural notions. These unique forms of their cultures and tradition, apart from the social and hospitable nature of the Assamese people, have ever remained a major factor of attraction for tourists.
In the next segment, let's wander away from the maddening crowd into the heavenly ambience of Haflong, the only hill station of Assam, having in its close proximity Jatinga, renowned world over for the phenomenon of mass suicide of birds. Let's also visit Mayong, which holds a unique position for once being the center of black magic.
Up in the rugged terrains, 353 kilometers from Guwahati, stands Assam's only hill station, Haflong. Haflong, the picturesque hill station of bewildering beauty, is approachable from either Guwahati or Silchar by both motorable ways and meter gauge railway services. Apart from the private-run hotels and guest houses, one can also look forward to the decent accommodation in the government-run circuit house. The hills emerge from the heart of Assam like a chorus of silent hymns and rise up to the sky like a crescendo. The sportive clouds play around the cliffs like gleeful children. This picturesque beauty can be witnessed in this hill station, which is also considered to be the ornithologist's paradise. Jatinga, 9 kilometers away from Haflong, is famous for the bizarre phenomenon of the annual mass suicide by birds. Hundreds of migratory birds come during the month from August to November and commit a suicidal death in the place. From the elevated watch tower, one can see them yielding to their death wish and their little plumage dropping down. Mayong, near Guwahati, which was once considered to be a nerve center for black magic, is today an important tourist destination. Mayong is soon gaining popularity among the travelers interested in rural tourism. A trip into the villages of Mayong is no doubt a satisfying experience. A unique feature of this place is being the presence of many number of temples in a small area. Manuscripts dating back to 5th and 6th century are a testimony of the black magic that was practiced in this place. But with the advent of science and technology, more and more people have drifted away from it. Apart from meeting the people of the area, tourists can also have a glimpse of the king of Mayong, Ghanakanta Singha, the 39th descendant of Ghatotkacha, the legendary figure associated with Bhim of Mahabharata.
Some magnificent architectural ruins in many places of Assam are silent witnesses to a glorious past and attract tourists from all over. In this segment, let me take you to the heritage sites of Sri Surya Pahar and the Madan Kamadeva temple.
The unique combination of mystic blue hills, sparkling rivers, swamps, virgin rainforest and vast green fields is Goalpara district in Assam. It is believed that the capital of ancient Kamrupa at the time of King Bhaskar Barmana was situated somewhere in this district. Recently, on excavation, many ancient remains were found in Sri Surya Pahar, from which it is believed that during the rule of King Bhaskar Barmana, this place, situated 14 kilometers to the east of Goalpara town, had been a major trade center and was the seat of administration. The name Sri Surya Pahar is of recent origin. The hill was formerly called Satali. The entire hill is full of different types of relics, ruins and statues of gods and goddesses like Durga, Ganesha, Surya, Chandra and Shivalingas spread all over. Buddhist stupas and statue of Lord Buddha and statues of Jainism are also found here. It is a pilgrimage center for not only the Hindus but also Buddhists and Jains. During the festival known as Sri Surya Mela, held every year on Maghi Purnima in the month of January-February, the place is thronged by pious people and tourists from all parts of the country. Tourists get delighted at the sight of golden langur, a rare and near extinct species that gather in the area. Following unearthing of these valuable relics, the appeal of Sri Surya Pahar has increased manifold for pilgrims and tourists alike. Assam is the land which has a history dating back to the Vedic period. Nestled in the Brahmaputra valley, this state had Tantric Shaktism, Shaivism and later Vaishnavism flourished in its laps. With the advent of new faith and religion, many temples and monuments were built all over the state. Most of the architectural grandeurs belong to the medieval period and represent the style of Koch, Kachari and Ahom royal courts. These temples and monuments and other archaeological heritage sites spread almost all over Assam are silent witnesses to a glorious past. The Madan Kamdeva is one of the oldest and medieval 12th century temples which houses large stone images and are famous for depiction of erotic sculptures. It is situated on a beautiful hilly land known as the Madan Kamdeva Hill, barely 40 kilometers away from the city of Guwahati. This sanctum of a medieval Hindu temple is visited by a large number of tourists from all over.
Manas Tiger Reserve is one of the most vibrant on earth. It's known worldwide for its outstanding biodiversity and splendid beauty. It's no doubt an ideal destination for nature lovers. So why not join me for a joyride and see for yourself?
Situated on the bank of the river Manas with the backdrop of sub-Himalayan hills, The only tiger project in Assam, Manas, which is 175 kilometers from Guwahati, is one of the 9 tiger reserves for conservation of wildlife in India. Manas was closed to tourists for long years due to socio-ethnic unrest. But recently, the site has been cleared for tourist movement and has become a major destination for visitors from all over the world. The tumultuous Manas River swirling down the rugged mountains enters the plains of the reserve and divides into 2 parts, the Manas and Beki. There are excellent facilities for staying either in the forest bungalow on the bank of the river amidst the thick woods, or the Bansbury Lodge just at the entry point of the reserve. Unique location of Manas, along with crisscross of major and minor rivers, make the reserve a treasure trove of nature. Dense jungles and grasslands teeming with plethora of fauna. It is the land of the tiger, the hispid hare, the capped langur, the golden langur, and many other terrestrial mammals and birds. The reserve lies along the Indo-Bhutan border with contiguous wildlife habitat in Bhutan. A trip to Manas is no doubt an exhilarating experience of lifetime for the tourists.
Before I bid adieu, just hold on to your breath. In the next episode on Arunachal Pradesh, I'll take you on exciting and exclusive trips to Itanagar, Bhalukpung, Tipi and Sesha. So don't forget to be with me on our next episode of Enchanting North East. Bye and see you soon.
Thank you.